Hello, Senior 2. In our curriculum about biology, class, Unit 1 about nutrition and digestion in the living organism. Lesson 1, it will be about the autotrophic nutrition. Nutrition is scientist or scientific study of food and various modes of feeding in living organisms. So nutrition, it's a branch of science that's responsible for studying the type and mode of food that feed by living organisms. The need for nutrition, it's a very simple question. Without nutrition, we cannot get energy, and also we cannot get the essential elements for growth. So it's giving energy and help in growth. Then by growth, we can repair the worn out tissues. Types of nutrition, we have two types of nutrition, about the way of getting food, maybe by photosynthesis process, so it will be autotrophic nutrition, or maybe depend on another living organism to get food, so it will be heterotrophic nutrition. First, and this is our mission in lesson 1 and lesson 2 about the autotrophic nutrition, Autotrophic nutrition responsible for making a process. This process is a photosynthesis process, So green plants considered autotrophs, meaning of autotrophs, type of living organism that contain substance that's later we will know its name by chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll make photosynthesis process. So photosynthesis process, it can manufacture or make the high energy type of food like carbohydrates, sugar and starch, and change it to fats and protein from simple, raw and low energetic material like carbon dioxide, water and mineral salts. So in photosynthesis process we will change the low energy materials, carbon dioxide, water and mineral salts, into organic one with high energy like carbohydrates that later change to protein and fats. By using this material together with light energy, this is named by photosynthesis process. Heterotrophic nutrition, meaning of heterotrophs, is a type of living organism that cannot make food by themselves, but depend on another living organism to get food, from green plant or from animals previously fed on plants. So plant here, it's not direct source of food, but indirect source of food. Types of heterotrophic nutrition, we have first one holozoic nutrition. Holozoic may be carnivorous, herbivorous or omnivorous. Carnivorous feed on animals like animal flesh like cat, dogs and eagles. Herbivorous that eat on plants only like rabbits, cattle and horses. Omnivorous that feed on plants and animals like man. Parasitic nutrition, meaning of parasites. Parasites, may be ecto or endoparasites, live outside or inside the living organism and causing harms. So the body that live in or on, it's named by hosts. Parasites obtain their food either ready or partially prepared from their host. So it suck or get food from hosts and causing harm. Examples: fleas, mosquitoes, bilharzia, worms, tapeworms, some kinds of bacteria and fungi. All of those are parasitics. Saprophytic nutrition, saprophytes are also living organisms, but get food from dead bodies in shape of liquid form. Decayed remains of dead bodies or organisms like fungi and saprophytic bacteria. It's our topic about autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition, to be occurred, we have to pass by two processes. First one, absorption. Absorption what? Water and mineral salts. and second one, photosynthesis process. So our first lesson will be about absorption of water and mineral salts. Second one about photosynthesis process. First one, process of absorption of water and salts. Okay, root system, it is a system that is responsible for absorption of water and mineral salts. Okay, solution containing water and mineral salts is transported from one cell to another till reach the ascending vessel or xylem. So it's mission to reach water and mineral salts from soil outside to xylem inside the root. First, I want to know the structure of root. Root consists of the main root or primary root and secondary root. Secondary root branches into root hair. Root hair, its outer layer, okay, or extension from epidermis. This is epidermis. This extension, okay, is named by root hair. Root hair thin wall, okay, flattened in shape, adjacent to each other, no spaces here, okay, and surrounded with root hair. Root hair also covered with a piliferous layer. Meaning of piliferous layer, type of layer that can imbibe water, okay, to ease their absorption by epidermis. Root hair, okay, tubular growth, extension from epidermis. Its length about 4 mm, light internal with cytoplasm and containing nucleus. There is a large cell sap. This is very important question, or sap vacuole. This sap vacuole, okay, like here, sap vacuole contain concentration of salt solution. Why? To ease the passage of water from outside, this is outside, to inside the sap vacuole. Okay, the age of root hair is very short period, okay, due to their always fraction with the soil particles, and also can be compensated from zone. Its name is zone of elongation. Adaptation of root hair, thin wall, to ease passage of water and mineral salt, large number and protrusion to outside to increase surface area for absorption. Solution inside the root hair vacuole is more concentrated than that of the soil to ease also or help water to pass from soil less in concentration to root hair that high in concentration. Root hair secrete a viscous substance. This viscous substance help in two things. First one, sliding the root hair between the particles of soil. Second, to make fixation of root hair. Mechanism of water absorption. Water absorption depends on a lot of mechanisms. First, diffusion. Diffusion in water and salts, okay, it's a common mechanism between water and mineral salts. Meaning of diffusion is movement of molecules or ions, okay, from medium with high concentration to low concentration. Okay, like diffusion of drop of ink when it falls into beaker containing water. Okay, why diffusion always occur due to the continuous free motion of the molecules. Okay, so the motion of molecules from high concentration to low concentration. Osmosis. Osmosis also type of diffusion, but is determined only on water. Okay, so water here it will diffuse from high concentration to low concentration and lazim, okay, through semi-permeable membrane. So this very important condition. Osmotic pressure. Meaning of osmotic pressure, from water move from high to low, leaving what? Leaving salt. So salt, it will its concentration will be more, causing what? Osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure, yes, is a result from osmosis. And osmotic pressure depends on the amount of salt. So it's a direct relation. The third mechanism for water passage, permeability. To know the meaning of permeability, we have to know the types of membranes permeability. Walls and cell membranes differ according to their permeability. May be cellulosic cell wall. Okay, cellulose, it's a type of thickness, and it permits water and salt to pass through. So it's permeable membrane. Cell wall covered with lignin or suberin or cutin. All of them cannot pass of water and salt, so impermeable. The last one, and very important one, plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is semi-permeable, meaning of semi-permeable, that contain tiny pores that can control the passage of substances according to concentration, according to charge, according to size. So it will control passage of a lot of mineral salts and permit all water. So permit all water and prevent amino acids and sugar because of their large size. Selective permeability, it's a phenomena, okay, that present in plasma membrane according to their tiny pores by controlling a lot of mineral salts and passage of all water and the prevent of amino acids and sugar. Imbibition, its ability of some solid particles, especially colloidal ones, want to absorb water and swell in size, okay, to according to passage of a lot of amount of water, like cellulose, pectin, protein of the protoplasm. Okay, all of those can depend on these phenomena in passage of water. When piece of wood is placed in water, it imbibes water. Imbibition extended through the piece of wood till reach the parts which are not submerged in water. How does absorption of water take place by root? Okay, look carefully here. Root hair are covered with thin colloidal layer, cell wall that's made up cellulose. So first one, imbibition. So they pass through a fin of water that surround the adjacent soil particles will imbibe. So the first mechanism to pass water from the soil through the cell wall of root and root hair by imbibition. Number two, imbibed water is then was drawn to inside of the epidermis by osmosis. Why? Because root hair inside containing what? Subvacuole, high concentrated in solution. So water here it move from low high concentration of water to low concentration of water inside the subvacuole. Okay, so the second mechanism by osmosis. Number three, the water concentration in the epidermis become higher than that in neighboring sides of the cortex. Water pass also by osmosis in cortex cells to reach to xylem. The pathway through which water passes across root cell subvacuole, osmosis, cytoplasm, where water rush from one cell to another. Okay, plasmodesmata that connected protoplasm of plant cell together through cell wall, imbibition, and small intercellular spaces where imbibed water flow. Absorption of mineral salts. Okay, first we have types of mineral salts, maybe essential one or non-essential one. Now we are going to study the essential nutrients for green plants. Okay, essential nutrients, green plants need certain essential elements like carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and also absorb a lot of mineral salts. The deficiency or the shortage in these elements, okay, may causing two harms of the plant. First one, disturbance in plant growth, which may stop completely. So the deficiency or the shortage in this element, okay, disturbance in the growth. Number two, it will not complete its growth and cannot make flower or fruit. Okay, these elements are divided into two groups. First one, macronutrients. Number two, micronutrients. Macronutrients, these elements are needed by the plant in considerable quantities or large quantities like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, and iodine. Micronutrients or trace elements that need by very small amounts, few milligram per liter. Manganese, zinc, boron, aluminium, copper, chlorine, molybdenum, and iodine. Mechanism of salt absorption. It depends on following phenomena. Okay, number one, diffusion of ions. Ions may be cations or anions. Cations positive, anions negative. Some salt move by diffusion from soil solution where concentration is high and pass through cellulose wall. تمام. We have two types of ions, may be positive or negative. Positive cations like potassium and calcium. Negative like chlorine, nitrose, and SO4 sulfate. Cation exchange may take place. Sodium may get out, and replaced by potassium. Number two, selective permeability. When ions reach a semi-permeable plasma membrane, some of them selected to pass, as we said before. It's responsible for selectivity and select which element can pass and which one cannot pass. So it will select who pass and permit, will not permit who cannot pass according to size, concentration, and charge. The last mechanism for minerals passage, active transport. Sometimes ions move from salt solution where concentration is low to high concentration, but this mechanism need force or energy get from cellular respiration is very important point. Active transport is movement of any substance across cell membrane against concentration, yes, from low to high, but by help of energy which get from cellular respiration. The following graph represents the result of an experiment that carried on a type of algae is named by Nutella that live in swamps water. This type of algae, by examination, the concentration of different ions that accumulated inside its body, more than the amount of salt that accumulated inside the swamp where it live. So here sodium that combined between where it live and inside its body is more than swamp. Potassium, calcium, magnesium, and chlorine also more than. So that means Nutella algae is very a suitable example for active transportation. This proves that ions are selectively absorbed according to the requirement of a plant. Movement of any substance through the plasma membrane of the cell may be help of energy is named by active transport. This energy is supplied during respiration of root tissue since the process of aerobic respiration depends on presence of sugar and oxygen. Finally, from cellular respiration. Importance of photosynthesis process is the second lesson. Thank you and goodbye.